To begin to find the standard deviation, you will notice that I have organized my data into a table so that I can go through each step to find my variance and standard deviation and keep myself organized. So our first step is to go ahead and calculate the mean of the sample. So x bar is equal to the sum of all of our values divided by n. And we're going to do that in our first column. So we're going to add up all of our values, which are right here, and that gives us a sum of 84. So our sum of x is 84 over n, and we have 6 observations, so that's going to give us a value of 14. So now we have our mean of 14. Now we look down into our variance first, and our first step is to take each value and subtract the mean from it. So we're going to do 17 minus 14, which gives us 3. 15 minus 14, which gives us 1. 23 minus 14, which gives us 9. 7 minus 14, which gives us a negative 7. So these are the deviations from the mean. And 13 minus 14 gives us negative 1. Now our next step, as we can see, is to take that value and square it. So that's going to be in our next column, x minus x bar, and we're going to square it. So we're just taking these numbers and we're going to square them. And you'll notice that it'll get rid of any negatives that we have. So 3 squared is 9. 1 squared is 1. 9 squared is 81. Negative 7 squared is 49. Negative 5 squared is 25. And negative 1 squared is 1. Our final step to finding our standard deviation is to substitute our values into our formula. So we have the sum of x minus x bar squared over n minus 1. So this sum of x minus x bar squared is the adding up of all of these columns, which gives me a value of 166. So I'm taking the square root, and I'm only finding the standard deviation here because that's all it asks for. So 166 divided by 5 will give me the square root of 33.2, which gives me 5.761944116. And because I have no decimal places in my original data, I'm going to conclude that my standard deviation is equal to 6.